is Hamlet Dunes and Palm Coast Parkway. I remember when it was St. Joe grade. The school bus went that way. And Pine Lake, Bird of Paradise. And you know, you can go Palm Coast Parkway, and then you can turn right on US 1 and cut back in there and go to Espanola. Okay.
Hargrove.
Yeah. Now, do you know where, let me think, there is a lake back in there? Off the old brick road.
Neoga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to go swimming there. Our school parties were there, and I thought, great day. Died now. But you can, yeah, it's a rough road through there.
That's one of the areas we cover. Ashley Gonzalez, who works with us, her family had the general store in Neoga and something else. They worked in there until the 1930s and then moved into Benalla.
They were Harpers, weren't they?
Yes.
Harper.
Well, you know, we used to have a school picnic there. For wonder that we didn't die. You know, because it's bottomless. And then my dad would say, there is a some deep ponds in there, and Mr. Cobb used to pump water for the railroad. Oh, okay. And there's some city was being built and had street lights. Did you all
That
find
was
that?
Flagler City.
Flagler City, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
We covered a lot of this area from Neoga over to the Matanzas River and from Pellicer Creek down to about Graham Swamp.
yeah.
So we're trying to learn everything we can. I mean, we do the whole county, don't get me wrong, but our group focuses on this area up in here.
Okay. Well, there's a body, Knight, buried, one of his daughters died, Sam Knight. And we don't know where she's buried.
Really?
Mm-mm. But he lived back here, and we were thinking that maybe where this curve is here, through that gate, he might have buried her there. But he was a tough old guy. And somebody said, but he would be in with the army, you know, and but every time he did that, he got 100 acres. And Jones, that's one of his heirs, I think. And he said, I wonder why he did it. What happened to all this acres that he had? And so nobody ever knows. But anyway, this Aunt Kate, little woman, the DuPonts, it would be Jim DuPont and Annie, and they just more or less took care of them. And they had a place for them to stay, and Sam used to go over there and take vegetables to Summer Haven. And, but you know, at one hurricane we had, my dad says, I want you all to see this. And so we went over to Summer Haven, and it had, you could see the ocean and about 8 or 10 houses, rooftops. And I remember seeing that. I said, great day.
And they still build houses in there, and it keeps on flooding.
Yeah, you know, and the DuPonts really, now I had a great uncle Frank who had a house over at Crescent Beach, Frank DuPont. That house is still there. He built it up on the barrel. And the last time I saw it, it was still there. They had remodeled it. But anyway, he didn't cut the barrier down at all. He built it up here. The top floor is like this, and you can see for miles over the ocean. And they said there was springs out there from Crescent Beach in the ocean. Had you heard
I've
that?
heard of that.
Yeah.
I haven't been out to see it, but
Yeah. Well, you know, my dad, I guess, was very fortunate because Sam Knight would take him over to Summer Haven, and he would catch the mail boats and all this thing, and he would work with his granddad, which is the fellow that I looked at this stuff so much. But anyway, it's very interesting. Let's see what else. It might be helpful thing too. And you know, I was telling Joe Kersey and Marcia that that Minnie Quigley had a son when she married John Quigley.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, right here. Here, it's part of what I printed. Quigley, right here. When I want something, I used to print it out. Okay. Here's part of the map. Local vicinity map. Old Kings Road here. Hammock Jones Golf Course. And Matanzas Woods Parkway. That's, this side of the
I live right about there. Right above the D is where I live. In the old section.
Matanzas Woods
In the old
Parkway.
section in London.
Oh, okay, I've seen that. I live
I'm just right around the corner from you.
on Foxhall Lane,
Okay.
and I was very fortunate. I bought it in first of '96, and you know, some of those people down there, they can twist things around. And they told me they were going to do
Thank you.
fix it so nice, the water would drain off in Eastwood. I said, well, y'all hadn't done a good job on me because it dumps in my soil. And the water cannot go uphill.
Right.
And I had to spell it out to them. And come to find out, my neighbor had blocked his culvert. And so one day I was there and I went and looked at his culvert, and he had blocked it. And I called the utility company, and they said, and they came out, oh, we can't do anything with that until we ask him. And so I was still there, but I was,
So we've got a tornado that's getting ready to go. We're north of the box, but it looks like it's
coming our way.
it looks like it's going to go through Cody's Corner and then Bunnell,
Okay.
right along 100 there. So it's south of us,
Oh, okay.
south of my house, south of your house.
oh, goodness.
It's a warning, or there is
So
one?
It's a warning.
Oh, wow.
There's already one that went through World Golf Village up in St. Augustine. But yeah, so it's south of us.
Okay.
We might need to pack it up here pretty soon because it's spawning tornadoes out.
Yep.
This is the, Calvin Long Eaton. Long.
Well,
You see that? So we think
We're in
they
the
had
blue circle right
connections
now.
with the Long.
And the red boxes,
And
right?
that the Longs probably
Oh,
told
okay.
the Eatmans
And the
when
rain
they
was like,
got down.
Right.
I told
Yep.
somebody, I said, well, Calvin must have been a rounder. Do you want this?
Sure.
Okay. And let's see what's over here on this side.
And I said, we're trying to find all the stuff for the Matanzas settlement, the Eatmans, the DuPonts, all this. And
Oh,
it's just
okay.
so thin trying to find information. So anything that you want.
My house is covered wall to wall in paper. And I'm trying to get it over with, you know, and by the time I sat there all day, this is my sister. She did this. And I just made copies. But you know, I was telling Marsha that Minnie Quigley had a son when she married John. And she didn't know that. But you know, you had to look at census.
Mhm.
Let's see what this is.
Ashley, I was talking about with yoga, that's what she does. She's a genealogist, and she looks at censuses. She does all the paperwork stuff, and then she calls me and she says, hey, there's this here in the woods. And I go, what got in the woods?
Well, see, there's that Long married. See, Long was killed by the Indians, and he's buried in the Eatman Cemetery. And here's Calvin Long Eatman. See, we knew that fit in. But you know, here, there's a lot of wildlife. As a matter of fact, I had a camera and bobcats that big. And I have several pictures of those. And then one time I was out here, and I spent the night. Is that nice? But anyway, the bobcat would come up. One time he came up right here, and I had a camera right there, and got a good picture.
Yeah.
of him. Who is it?
Spam.
Huh?
Spam.
Oh, you know, somebody hit our computer, and Mary had to take it to Sonoma Steam and have it redone. And you know, every now and then I get caught with something. Okay, so I got plenty of these if you want this. Long Grant is dated 1882. Okay, y'all can have this. I'm glad I brought that. But anyway, this sound, I couldn't tell what it was. And about dark, I would hear it. Did you know what it was? It was an owl. An owl. That was, I'd hear him over here. Didn't sound like an owl. And it seemed like every night I was out here, he would hoot out somehow. And so my nephew was over there one night, and he was changing a tire. And he said, the owl went over there, and he got a good picture of it. He said, did you find out who it was?
It was Spam.
Oh.
Mr. Spam.
He gets everywhere.
I mean, these people call me about this property and the property in Palm Coast, and I have a good word I want to say. Yeah, I don't let myself say it.
You wouldn't make me blush.
Well, I'm not a cusser, but these realtors really get me.
I've got all kinds of special words for them, especially developers.
Yeah, and realtors. This fellow across the street from me, he got more money than he knows what to do with, I guess. He hadn't been there too long, and several years. He's from Northwest Alabama, and ends up really nice. So he's kind of, his wife is not feeling that well sometimes, and so they're going Monday on a cruise. See, there's one. So Mary's the one that gave you a copy of that.
Patricia did. It doesn't matter. It was one of us.
Oh, well, I'm glad you got it. And I had made some copies for some of my relatives. But see, I was the only one anywhere around, and my sister wouldn't have anything to do with it. She said, if they let me dig, and I said, no, they don't let you dig. This came out of the William book. See, there's James Dozier DuPont.
Mhm.
That's the granddad. See, he was born January 1863, and my grandpa Eatman was born that same day,
Oh,
1863. Okay, let me see what this is. This is Mary Ann Osteen. Okay. And I get so balled up. All right. Here is Mary Ann Osteen. And then here is James D. DuPont. They got married. My brother was James Dozier DuPont. There's so many Jims and Jameses in the family. And here is William Lee King. And he was one of them that came to live. Let me see. Ruby. Ruby married William King. That was way back. Sometimes, if this is mine, sometimes I think I got off on the wrong foot. These are all okay. All right, still some more stuff. Well, I don't know how much of this stuff you want. If you're like me, you probably have too much.
there's
And
no such thing as too much.
oh, really? But you do have that. You know, more Quigleys. But you know, I was copying Palisade Creek Cemetery. And I think I had to quit because there's so many pages of it. But anyway, you don't need anything from Palisade Creek Cemetery, do you?
I just did a video up there. I'm going around doing small videos of places before they get developed. Now, I know Palisade Creek Cemetery is not going to be developed, but it tells part of the story of this area because of
Yeah.
how many people are buried. There's Eatmans buried up there. There's
Yeah, well,
Deans, Pelissers.
here is this woman. She was a carver, and she was passing through. Her husband had retired. He worked for Wall Street Journal or something like that. And she, her dad, is one of the carvers from out here. He left a family here, went to up north, and started another family. And so she was coming through, and she gave me the copies of the sisters, brother and sister, married brother and sister. And her name, this is she right here, Nancy L. Carter. She was born in 1945. Point Pleasant, New Jersey. So she come through, and I don't know how the Carters here took to her, but she was very nice. But she gave me that picture of the two couples. Yeah,
Can I take a picture of this?
yeah, I got plenty. I was making copies for some of the Eatmans, and you can take it with you.
Oh,
All right, here is Henry Tillman Carter and Nancy Host. Okay, well, I want you all to see the inside. Mary, take them in there and show them that,
you can eat your sandwich.
that thing that we used to do the knits.
And you were just rolling the thread into a ball?
Oh, yeah, they take a skein, buy it from the store, loop it around this thing, and that's a homemade thing. And me and JD didn't sit still long enough, but I think I sat there and get it. And, but they paid him the dime a roll, round, and I got a penny. Does that tell you something?
That sounds like me working for Ed.
Oh, goodness.
He was smart. Okay.